Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier this week we talked about Mega Vivillon, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Tangrowth. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation of what this series is about. Now, every week we'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or I want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Tangrowth. Now, obviously a lot of people know who Tangrowth is. I mean, if you don't know by now, then how the fuck are you a Pokemon fan? I mean, let's be honest. But anyways, if you guys don't know who Tangrowth is, pretty much it's the evolved form of Tangela, and I've seen a lot of people use Tangela just by itself with the Eviolite in competitive play before. It actually is very, very bulky, and I've seen people use it to this very day because it actually is very viable. Now, when it comes to Tangrowth, like, I've seen people use it, but not all that often. I mean, it's not a bad Pokemon by any means. It's actually a really, really good Pokemon because it can be either offensive in both physical and or in special. Its physical defense is pretty much through the roof to an extent. Its special defense not all that much, and its speed, yeah, we're not gonna go there. But anyways, I feel like Tangrowth is a very good Pokemon from 4th gen that can possibly receive a Mega. I mean, does it honestly, like, need it desperately? No. But I would like to see a Mega Tangela. I mean, I would like to see more knots on top of knots of I don't even know what Tangela is made out of, vines. But like I said, I would like to see a Mega Tangela. It's not that it honestly necessarily needs one, but like I said, like for a lot of other Pokemon that I've done in the past that don't necessarily need a Mega, Game Freak can surprise us, and he can do pretty much whatever the hell he wants. So if he wants to give, like, for instance, what's a legendary Pokemon like Ho-Oh or Lugia in Mega Evolution, he can. So there's pretty much no, like, I wouldn't say there isn't a possibility for a Mega Tangrowth. So anyways, as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything but decreased its speed by from base 50 to base 30, so by 20 points. Now, the reason why I decreased its speed is because of the design that I'm using, just because I feel like it's like base 50 is a little bit too fast, and I feel like base 30 is a better speed set, I would say, for a Pokemon like Tangela. Plus, it gives me 20 extra points to distribute into its other stats that actually do need it, because there's one specific stat that, if you cannot tell by now, kind of needs that little bit of oomph to it. So anyways, let's just get right into it. So for its physical attack, I increased it from base 100 to base 120. So like I said, Tangela can be both a physical and a special attacker. I've used a Tangela in competitive play before, but I think it was way back when Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2 were a thing. I explained it in a Mega Vivillon's video that, like, I started, like, playing competitively in, like, Black and White 2 around those days, and I quit playing competitive Pokemon then just because I was just bad, and I was the only one around my house, or not my house, but like around my area, who pretty much played competitive Pokemon. So really no one could have taught me, and I really wasn't, like, all on the I wasn't an internet person at the time because I didn't have a computer and all that. But I had Tangela on one of my teams, and it actually did put in a lot of work for how long I actually played competitively. I only played for like maybe a year, and that was it. But then I got back into an X and Y. But that's I'm kind of getting off track. But for its physical attack, like I said, base 120, it does a lot of work. Like, I used it in Black and White before. I mean, I don't even think I use a physical attack anymore. I don't even think so. But anyways, it does get access to Knockoff. It gets access to Power Whip. What else does this thing get? I think this thing gets access to Earthquake. No, it does not, but it gets access to Rock Tomb, and surprisingly enough, Aerial Ace. Why does this thing get Aerial Ace? I don't even know. But it does get access to... What else does this thing get access to? yeah, like knockoff, power up are like the only moves that I see that can be beneficial for competitive play. So I can probably see this thing being like a mixed attacker at some points, because like I said, knockoff is one of the best moves in the game. I could probably say this with confidence is probably top 3 moves in the game, because I've seen pretty much every at least one Pokemon in every team carries knockoff, and Tangela can be that Pokemon that can run knockoff for like a mixed attacker if you want to, because I would actually use a mixed attacker on a Tangela, probably max special attack, max HP, and like 4 in like physical attack. That way I have a little bit of a attack power when it comes to knockoff. But like I said, it's not really that it has that very like good physical attacks moves, but like knockoff and power up are probably like your best bet. I mean, does this thing get access to Seed Bomb? It gets access to Bullet Seed, which is pretty good. It does get access to Seed Bomb, so it can work as like a fully offensive physical attacker, but I can see this thing more so as a mixed attacker, if anything. Now for its special attack, I increase it from base 110 to base 150. Like I said, it's mostly known as a special attacker for the most part. I mean, it does get access to Ancient Power, one of the best like moves in my opinion in the game, because Ancient Power is one of those moves where I think it has like 10%. I think it's a 10% chance or like a 20% chance. I can't remember the exact percentage of increasing all your stats by 1 stage. So and Ancient Power is a very good move to run on this thing. Giga Drain is a good move. Leaf Storm is a good move. Focus Blast, Energy Ball. What else? Grass Knot is a very good move on this thing. Leech Seed if you want to run on that. What is this? Rage Powder is a good move to actually run if you're running this thing in VGC, but I highly doubt this thing will be any good in VGC. But those are just a couple of moves that you can run on Tangela. Like, Tangela has a good variety of a move pool, but when it comes to offensive moves like Knockoff, Seed Bomb, Ancient Power, Giga Drain, and like a couple other moves are probably like your only best bet when it comes to Tangela, but it can still hit hard. Like I said, I've used a Tangela before, and this thing literally just puts in work. So I feel like base 150 for its special attack will be, I would say, a lot more balance. Now for its physical defense, I only increase it just a little bit from base 125 to base 145. Now I can see why Tangela is actually a defensive wall, just because of how it looks. It's literally just vines, like tangled up into vines, hence Tangela and Tangrowth. I mean, it's like, I think a good example, if you guys watch anime and you watch Assassination Classroom, Kuro Sensei, like if you get him wet, he like expands like a sponge, if that makes sense. So I understand like the name and all that, but when it comes to his physical defense, I think Tangela is one of like the best grass, like defensive, like physical defensive wise Pokemon out there. I mean, I've seen people use like Bull Nature, max physical defense, max HP with like Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Knockoff, I think, and one other move. But 145, I feel like it would be a very good defensive stat for a Pokemon like Tangela. Plus, with the ability I've given this thing, I can see this thing being a lot more bulkier than it already is. For its special defense, I increased it from base 50 to base 90. That's why I decreased its speed from base 50 to base 30, because I feel like its special defense needed a little bit more of a boost to it, just because it's kind of piss poor, and I can see why people don't really necessarily run this Pokemon in VGC, because if its special defense is a lot better, I can see this thing being a really good Pokemon in VGC. But for right now, base 90, it's such an amazing special defensive stat, and with its HP maxing out at base 100, this thing can, or should I say can, it will, because it live a lot. I would say a couple more hits, just because. Ooh, sorry about that. It has natural bulk behind it. And it also gets access to like Leech Seed and Giga Drain, so you can actually gain some health back on top of that as well. Now, as a regular Tangela, its base stats at 535, and with the Mega Evolution, it's going to be at 635. Now, for its ability, I can see people not necessarily agreeing with it, and probably say, oh, you should have just left Regenerator on it. But I decided to go with the Thick Fat ability. Now, the reason why I went with the Thick Fat ability is because of how it looks, because it's literally just a bunch of vines upon vines that are just like tangled up together. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it other than just saying its name, Tangela, Tangrowth. But like I said, I feel like Thick Fat would be a really, really good ability, just because it's just a whole bunch of like knots of like vines, like building up as time goes on, whenever like it evolves and stuff. And I feel like that's a very good defense mechanism when it comes to like fire and ice. So I feel like giving this thing the thick fat ability would be very, very good for it, because in that way fire type moves and ice type moves would be a lot more weaker on it, and that and those are two typings that it is weak to it's 2 times weak to, so this thing can be a lot more bulkier. I can see this thing being a lot more offensive. The only like typing it has to necessarily worry about is poison, bug, and flying, it looks like. So I feel like thick fat will be a very good ability for Mega Tangrowth, and that's why I went with. Now for its typing, I left it alone as grass. There's no reason for me to add on a typing whatsoever, just because I feel like grass is like the best typing for it. So all that, there is Mega Tangrowth. So anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now the next Pokemon we are going to be talking about, and I know I keep saying this, but I'm surprised I haven't talked about it yet, and I feel like it's one of the most unique Pokemon in Pokemon, and we're going to be jumping to 2nd gen, and we're going to be talking about Mega Girafarig. So anyways guys, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.